Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a video for the monkey personalities and everybody born in the year of the monkey. Let's get these shuffled and let's see what your cards say this week. You'll have to excuse me, I am on location today, so there is going to be some noise, but we'll hope that it doesn't get too much, otherwise I'll have to just edit it out. Let's just shuffle these up and we'll pick 3 of them. Let's stop there. Let's take that one from the bottom, let's take this one from the middle, let's take this one from the top. What have we got? We have got a black and a white and a white. Okay, not a bad start, not a bad start. That's not too bad, but we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Ooh, I say it's not a bad start. We've got a black tiger there, and the tiger is the conflict of the monkey. They are direct conflict signs. Yeah, there's not really a great load of. In fact, there's no compatibility here between the tiger and the monkey. They don't trust each other, so potentially you're not trusting something, or someone's not trusting you. Potentially somebody's not trusting you. But maybe it is warranted because the tiger is a very emotional card. It's very intuitive. It's very kind of like, no matter how you try and hide something, sometimes people just know. This is going to be very hard at this point because the communication will break down. There's going to be competition. There's going to be petty arguments. There's going to be frustration. There's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say game playing, but inconsistencies. That's a red flag, and these inconsistencies are going to show somebody for the game player that they are. They're playing games because they haven't been able to use one tactic, so now they're inconsistent and they're changing their approach because they're changing the tactic. Now this could be you, or this could be somebody doing something to you. The fact that that's a black card there, I'd say this is being sucked in towards you. It's a negative thing around you. It's orbiting you. So potentially it's somebody at work, it's a friend that you think is a friend that isn't, maybe it's a relationship and your partner is maybe acting all nice but isn't potentially being nice, or maybe it's somebody that you've not met yet that is coming into your space and potentially going to maybe sort of flip everything upside down for you, and you're not going to expect that. I think it's kind of immature what's going on right now. Like with the situation, it's almost like you should be past this, you should be over this, or you should have at least communicated, spoken, and resolved this by now. But I think because it is a game, it's about winning, and nobody's winning. There isn't a winner, there isn't a loser, and that's what there is expected to be. So expectations on this is that somebody has to win or somebody has to lose. Really, it's not. It's about coming to a mutual resolution, calling it a draw, basically. You need to call it a draw. You can't compete in this way anymore. That horse is coming in there to back the tiger up because the horse and the tiger are in the same triangle there. That horse is, again, it's very romantic. It's a romantic kind of card, sort of romance and relationships, things like this. And I think that's white, which is a good thing. It's moving forward, it's progression, it's taking steps in the right direction. And if you can get this person to cooperate, or this situation to work in your favor, then potentially you're going to have a better result than they will. But like I said, it's not about winning here. This is about overcoming a certain hurdle, and that means communication, that means negotiation, that means compromise. It means coming together to actually achieve this goal instead of one person getting ahead of the other. And that's what's going to happen with that horse there coming in to kind of take you a little bit further, a little bit more quicker than you would be previously. You're kind of resolving this on your own. The resolution that you're finding is by yourself. It's not involving the other person, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that is a white horse. It's not a black horse, you know? So maybe taking steps back, maybe walking away, maybe just sort of taking time to reflect on your own stuff would potentially be more beneficial, and then you can come back and actually find some resolution. I think it is resolution that needs to be found here. You can't leave this. You can't leave this kind of this not frayed. You know, you need to dot the i's and cross the t's, and that is very important in this situation. It's very important for you to see the bigger picture, to see how this is going to pan out in a future kind of long-term thing. I think long-term is the goal here, something that's going to make big changes very, very kind of soon, very, very fast. They're going to come in, swoop in, and basically it's going to happen. If you don't move, the universe will push you, and you need to be flexible and adaptable to change with that. Otherwise, there's going to be no benefits here for anybody, and everybody's going to be a loser. When really calling it a draw means that everybody at least goes away in some sort of equal sort of, you know, in an equal place. Everybody can go away feeling relatively okay that they haven't been screwed over. Yeah, it's going to take more of a, sort of, I want to say a change of perspective. It's going to take more than just you changing the way you see things here. This is about finding the way rather than just trying to find a clever little shortcut. That dog is coming in there to back up the horse. Oh dear, monkey people, what's happened here? We got a whole triangle here: tiger, horse, and dog, which again is a whole triangle. They are, if you want to know more about the affinity triangles, then do hit that subscribe button, because we're going to do more videos on this in the future. But that is a complete affinity triangle coming to back this up, and that dog there is actually it's probably the better of the three cards, because there's no real animosities between the dog and the monkey. There is a mutual respect there, and I think that if you are able to overcome this, where you can come to some sort of compromise, negotiation, communication, you can get some resolution, then you're going to get respect for that. There's going to be a respect all round for you here. Really, what you've got here is maybe a conflict in interest, or a conflict in something, a breakdown in what was and what is supposed to be. There's almost a big sort of change happening, or getting ready to happen, and you need to make a decision on what side of the fence you're going to be on. You need to make the decision if you're going to be in the bunker when the bomb hits, or outside the bunker when the bomb hits. And now is the time, as you stand in the doorway, to make that decision. I think if you do make the decision to involve that other person and to communicate with them and come to some sort of resolution, I think you are going to get more respect for that. I think you are going to feel better for that. I think, you know, that's a better way to be. It's more good-natured in that sense. But if you did opt for the sort of monkey way of doing it, where you just sort out clever little shortcuts, or way around things, or you just sort of leave this person out and just resolve it by yourself, I don't see that as a bad thing. You will also benefit in that way. It's just you might not feel as great about it. You may think about it more and want to go back and change that in the future because of the way that it may be handled now. So it's definitely something to think about. It's definitely something to consider. It's definitely something to kind of reflect on. As I say, you need to kind of reflect on that and take this time to think about it, because if you don't, you may do one, they're going to have the same results, whether you resolve it with the person, or if you don't resolve it, or you come to a resolution, or whatever. You can do this by yourself. You'll have the same result. It's just the future will be dictated by the things that you do now. That's what will happen here. The future will be changed and warped, or basically sort of, I don't want to say a fork in the road here, but basically that's what it is. It's like you've come off this roundabout that you were stuck on for ages, and now you've hit a fork in the road instead. So as you come up off this turn off, you're now stuck on this fork in the road. Which way do you go? Do you go down the road where you involve the other person, you talk to the other person, you communicate with them, you kind of come to a resolution with them, you try and fix things with them before you make any more moves? Or do you just say, do you know what, I've done this for too long, I've been going around in circles for too long, I'm going to take the other path where I'm going to resolve this myself and try and save face here? Because that's kind of the two ways that this is going to go. I don't think it's going to end badly. I mean, these are two white cards here. After all, it's still positive. And a dog is a positive sign anyway, so you're leaving it on a positive note. The dog is probably the better one of the three for you here, because I mean your tiger is your direct conflict. That's not a great start, and the horses there is more of a kind of, I don't know, a free spirit wanting to break out and just, you know, leave the situation and get out of it. But that dog is about morals, it's about ethics, it's about you know, doing the right thing, even if it hurts, even if it feels bad, you do the right thing. And maybe sometimes the right thing is for you to go one way on your own, or to go the other way and try and involve the other person, or to negotiate, compromise, come to a resolution, you know, whatever it is. Maybe it's your decision to make, and I think either way is a good way. There'll be reasons why you go one way, and there'll be reasons why you go another. I don't think any of those are bad. It's just they'll have different results, and as that fork kind of comes back around and meets again, that's when you're going to start seeing consequences of the actions either way. So whichever way you go, there's going to be consequences. So you have to weigh up the odds. You need to figure it out, and we'll leave it up to you. If anybody's capable of doing it, it's you monkey people. So good luck with that, and we'll come back next week when we see how you've gotten on. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that share button or subscribe button, and give us a share. If you have any questions, leave a comment or whatever. I'm going to be back later this afternoon with a rooster reading. So if you know anybody born in the hour of the rooster, give them a shout. If not, I'll see you next week, next Friday, when we come back, and we'll do another video for the monkey people. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.